Road trip. We're off to get the tracks this morning for the Suzuki. I finally got in contact with the guy that had it before the last fellow I bought it off of. So let's go. It's a 2.5-hour drive. Got the kids loaded up. They look impressed. Talk to you guys when I get there. Alright, we're getting closer. We're almost there. GPS says 24 minutes. Yeah, more light would be good. I want to check out some of the details. It goes pretty good with this setup, does it?
Pardon me?
It goes pretty good with the setup?
Yeah, the only downfall is the no weight in the back, right? So
oh yes.
It spins easy and deep
so
snow.
It would have better if it was a rear engine. That's what you're saying. You got lots of room to put it. Where did you get the rims off of?
They're brand new.
Snowcat? Bonded? Okay, and they use.
Alright, thanks, Kevin.
Don't worry about shutting this. I'll shut it when I'm done fucking around.
Oh, I don't mind either.
That's fine.
I wonder my keeper out there.
Oh yeah. You might not want to stand under there because I think the birds were making a nest in.
Oh yeah.
Or right here.
Oh yeah.
When you shut the door, all that shit will fall.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Dad, I found a vulture.
Did you? Yeah. And those are Harley Davidson
tires, and then
and
these
they fit right on the
sprockets.
rims.
Like your machine had these style sprockets on it.
Yeah.
Originally.
Yeah.
But see how close the cleats are on it, so it's hard to. Like you'd have to do a pile more work to run those sprockets.
Yeah. No, those other sprockets, they'll keep it from walking sideways, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like you said, so that's pretty cool.
You can see how deep the tires ride in it, but I don't have any problems with tires kicking off.
No, that's good, and they don't wear the sides out either. That's why I like that. Originally I wanted to find a Snowcat, but
yeah,
I'll take these too.
those are for my razor.
Yeah, I noticed.
Put those on for early season running.
Yeah.
You can't get that thing stuck.
I wouldn't want to get it stuck.
It's crazy.
So you have the rear end in the stock position on this thing?
No, rear end's right up to the cab now.
Right up the cab now?
And it's got a disc brake mounted on the pinion.
Oh yeah. That's kind of, Tankenstein has a rotor on the drive shaft like that, yeah. But I haven't hooked the brakes up to it. And that's what you use to stop it now? You don't use.
It's crazy how easy, like it'll lock the tracks up, no problem, with barely any pressure.
So you just got rid of all the shit off the outside of here. I can't see it.
This is all fabricated. This whole frame section's fabricated.
Yeah, yeah.
You can see where it's bolted on here.
Oh yeah.
So basically, it's just a big piece of flat stock that's bent up.
So what's the rear end? Is the original
S10.
S10 rear end? You just got rid of the drum brakes on the side.
And I had to change the gears.
And change the
gears
lower?
Like, yeah, they're like I think they're a 373 now.
So you
see
want
the pumpkin's so small that you can't put a large ring gear in, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So these are out of a 4-cylinder S10.
Nice work. I like this.
Gear ratio.
Try to get some more of this detail. Yeah, you probably won't sell this.
My wife wanted me to sell it. I was actually going to buy a Bombadier's coach.
Yeah.
With the seating in the back.
Yeah, yeah. But do you need that?
I don't.
You've got a lot of.
So much handier with a pickup.
Where'd you get the pickup bed? Did you build that too?
Buddy bought it or built it.
And you just added on to the.
Yeah, he actually did this whole thing for him. He's got an aluminum welder.
Nice.
He did the whole thing. So he
It
just made
turned
these
out really-
pockets slide in so that you can.
Turned out really nice.
And I've got for towing, obviously a hitch.
Yeah, one in the back, one in the
backup
front.
lights here. These are the track tensioners on this.
Okay.
So you can see it's a double knuckle here. So
yeah,
on the Bombardiers, I don't know if you can see it, but right there, where the track rounds over, is where they usually wear out. See right here?
Oh, okay.
So a lot of times you get trouble with these cleat bolts actually wearing this section right out of
watch that. Well, mine doesn't have those on.
Here's your different adjuster.
Oh, different. It's got a different setup. So I'm just trying to get some details. Got the frames curled to the back too. It's kind of neat.
Excellent. So this actually mimics a traditional Bombardier snow coach. The whole back end, right?
Yeah. And that's where'd you get all the spindles? And
I bought those from Shaver out in Manitoba. He builds all this stuff.
Okay, so you bought all that, and then that cost you quite a bit.
Yeah, I was going to build it, but at the same time, I wanted, if I broke down to the lake, because we're 11 miles out.
Yeah, you want to build by parts.
I want to be able to get parts. So any one of these guys, it's like there's a ton of those Snowcats around here.
Yeah, is there any for sale? Cheap?
No, there's no such thing as cheap on those things.
No, I noticed.
Like, to be honest, those cleats that you just got, they're for.
Yeah, I think I seen his ad on.
I got the number. I can send you the guy's name.
Yeah, just send it to me.
But I bought the bit and everything for punching it.
Yeah, yeah.
I just made a jig up with all the holes in it.
So get it exactly right in the spot.
I just kept moving it down the line. I have a motorcycle hoist that I put up in the air and I just worked at it right on the motorcycle hoist.
That'd be the way to do it. Then you get them exactly the same place. What year is this? That's an older S10.
93. So that's the cleat off your machine right there?
Yeah, it's got the right holes, but you got the other style. That's your spares.
But that's the only reason I bought that whole machine was for these.
Yeah.
Because those sprockets are $600 for the 2 sprockets.
Yeah.
So it's like, and see, these are a work sprocket. See how they're rounded?
Yeah.
So they're much chunkier.
Yeah. And I like those other sprockets you gave me. So
these are speed sprocket, so they're so they don't engage as good. So if you're gonna ratchet the track much easier with these.
Yes.
And see, these break a little easier.
Oh yeah, you get chunks out of them. Yeah,
but these ones are brand new. That's the only reason I bought that whole machine was just
for those sprockets.
Because I needed them and I didn't want to spend $600.
No, that's good. And here, fuel pump. Right on. Isn't that cool, eh? Stock 4.3 in it. You know, that's, you know, that'd be a good luggage compartment if you ever get that LS engine in the back. But then, would you put the LS engine in backwards?
Yeah.
And just rotate it. So you had to put it over back farther, and then
flip the rear end, right?
Yeah,
so
flip the rear end over or turn it around. You'd have to watch this. But then you'd have it'd be way at the back then.
Yeah.
But then it'd be over the tracks.
Yeah, exactly.
You might have a hard time steering then.
Well, I'd have to put runners on this. You can see where there is a spot for the runner tube on this.
Yeah.
So you could put a runner on it. So I put plastic on the bottom.
Well, it makes it easier to move out of your driveway right now.
Yeah. So that's Teflon. This is dump truck box liner, the green stuff.
Oh yeah.
And this is Teflon, which is all that white stuff that's in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, that works. That'll work. Yeah, if you put the engine in the back, like you have to put it way at the back, I guess.
I'm probably gonna
mess up your box and everything, though.
No, I'm gonna keep it low in the frame. I might have to raise the box a little bit, which is the downfall, but I think it'll be.
You won't have to. You think you can get away with? Actually, you should put a dump on it then.
I was going to actually. I was gonna make a hook lift for a snowmobile, so you can eat my fish out. Just drag it up on the back.
All right, so that was an awesome road trip. Let's see what we got. Brian's a pretty cool guy. He built that truck. I got 2 sets of tracks that belong to the green Suzuki over there. I got 2 sets of sprockets and 1 spare one. He told me these ones were meant for torque, and the ones I don't know if I got a shot of it or not. They came off the Suzuki. They got like a center grabber, and they're meant for higher speeds. You can see these are tapered on the side, and he sold me originally, he bought the Suzuki for the sprockets alone because they're real expensive, I guess. I wish he would have parted with them, but he didn't, so I should have probably got the center steel out of the ones that he had, because they were no good to him, but maybe he's going to cut them up, I don't know. But these ones are too big, so we're going to have to see what we're going to do with that. And it's missing a couple bolts here. We're going to have to put new centers in there, and spacers and bolts. So that shouldn't be too hard. And he gave me some Harley tires. If I can get 16-inch blowout spares, I'm not sure. I have a few around here, but I'm not exactly sure. Got one handy. If they're 16-inch, I can mount these tires on a little bit fatter and wider. He said these are perfect to fit in the tread. You can see these are really dish deep, these treads here. And you don't need keepers to keep them on, because that fits in there perfect. Perfect. So if I had, I don't know, let's say 4 more of these, I got 2, we'd be all set. But you have to find 16-inch rims to fit them. Now he bought his rims and hubs and all the other stuff, and it turned out really nice. But these are supposed to be the original tracks off of the green thing. So let's see. Okay, so this is one of the blowout spares I had, and my original plan was use the different hubs on a tracked vehicle, but you can see these are a little bit squared off. They could probably, in a pinch, work. Probably if I inflate it, it'll get rounder. This thing's deflated, so it'll probably work. Only thing is the offset's different than what's on the green Suzuki now. so I'm not sure how that would work. It has to change the hubs and everything. Now that is a 15-inch rim. I have others for the Cadillac spare, blowout spare. It's actually a 16-inch rim that this would fit on very nicely. Brian said you need 3.5-inch rims. Now he bought his rims, and maybe that's the way to go. I don't know, and hubs and everything, but I'm trying to do this without putting a lot of money in it. So we may just put the trailer tires back on and see how that fits. Let's get one over here and see how it looks. Now you can see this is one of the trailer tires I have for the front, and it's actually a bigger size than what's on the back. And you can see it's almost perfect fit. Now that would probably work in a pinch, and I'm gonna guess that that would just squash down in there and it'd work perfect. So we're gonna get a bunch of the other smaller rims, because you can see this thing, this green Suzuki is already set up for something that's got a smaller dish, and if I use these rims with these tires, and maybe if I cut the center of this out and put a flat dish in there, that would work. But I still need 16-inch blowout spares to run this tire. But then we're getting into the problem of this is a lot bigger tire than what's on the Suzuki now. And we're gonna move this off the front lawn because I get too many people stopping. As soon as I get another rim for the front, that's the smaller. It only has one bigger rim on bigger tire, and it's on this side. And I'm not sure why. It might have something to do with steering it. So I'm going to take the other rims back, and then we're going to buy, well, probably buy another one anyway. I don't know how many it had in there. Probably had another one right here, and some kind of suspension drive. There's the drive. We have to make hub center for that. And then we're going to replace some tires here. Probably just go ahead and get all the tires, replace them all. Looks like it's got one new one, but these trailer parts are really cheap, so I'll need a new spindle, hub assembly for here. I'm going to guess that it went right in here, and it had some kind of, you can see where it fits, like right in the center of that. So I'm not exactly sure. It looks like it has a leaf spring. I'm going to say it probably had a leaf spring. It may have had a trailer axle across the center of that. Very interesting. I'll have to call Brian and ask him. But anyway, Brian, if you're watching this video, yes, I will take how many of these same tires you can get for me, because I have another project after this one that we could use those on. And if I had a jig set up to make those cleats for the snowcat, then we'll use them. Now I see these drive hubs are a little different than the ones, I don't know if I got a picture of it. The ones on the S10 that he built are exactly the same as the ones on the green Suzuki, and that's why he bought the thing in the first place. He's got this other set here. These are meant for torque. Apparently you can see how these fit in there. They got the perfect spacing. That'll never come off the track unless it gets really loose. You can see that. It'll probably go in even farther into here once I uncoil it. So let's take this over and see what kind of, maybe we're big enough that 4 bolts will fit in there. I can just make a circle hub to fit in here, and I can weld that right in place, right on that. That's a bit heavy, but hey, what are you gonna do? It'll never break it, that's for sure, unless I put a small block in it. Okay, let's hold that up there and see what kind of spacing we're gonna have. Now I'm pretty sure I need to replace the wheel bearing in here, and I think it's just a Suzuki rear end. Oh, let's see if that'll fit right in the center. There we go. That's going to be perfect. I just have to make a small mounting plate to fit in the center of this. Now I'm not 100% sure. It'll have to go right in the center of this to keep everything in line, because if I make a plate and then weld it on top of that, it'll be like 3/8 over too far that way. So it's going to have to go in there. Well, in there like that, and then weld it solid. That'll work. Excellent. So that'll be even cheaper to make this. I might have to take that and get it made at the wet jet place down the road from my work. But hopefully it's not too expensive. So what I'll do is take measurements here of this bolt pattern, and then see if they can make a round thing to fit inside that. And I can weld that all together. Okay, so before I get at this, Got to get that barn done. I got to put a beam or stabilize it somehow. Still not sure I'm going to do it, but we need to do something before the fall, another month, before it gets too windy out, rips it apart. Either that or let the wind take it down and then replace it, but it's only insured for 10 grand and that's not enough to rebuild it, so we will be getting at this soon enough. It's motivation now, if I do a video night, to get that stupid TerraJet done. It'd be nice to have it working because I can use it here on the farm for doing fences and stuff like that. But anyway, getting ahead of myself. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and lots more to come. I got a lot of work to do. Talk to you guys later. Bye.